So I'm curious, do you have a, didn't think I could, but I did, or if I can handle that, I can handle this story?
Yeah, and I think there's a couple of things that struck me while you were telling your story. One is, again, it's a wonderful story, but also it's another set of stories, isn't it? So we tell ourselves stories in our own head. And so much of the work as a coach, which we both do, is challenging those stories and asking the question, is that true? And then I do that work on myself all the time, and my coach has done the same to me when I've started talking about something. And it reminded me of a situation a few years ago. So I've got a friend who is an amazing sportswoman. She's represented Britain in triathlon, she's rowed for Great Britain. She's very, very sporty, and I am not. And so that's fine. But I'd always thought, I could, I'd love to do something like she does, but I never could. And for her 50th birthday a few years ago, she said to me, she knows I love to swim, and she said, I'd really like to do like a long distance open water swim with you for my birthday. I don't want to have a party. I just want to do this with you because I know you really like swimming. I know you like open water swimming. What do you reckon? And I just said, yeah, that would be great, because that's kind of my response to most things. Yeah, that'd be brilliant. How far is this thing? And she went, oh, it's 10 kilometers, so 6 miles. And I was like, okay. And to begin with, I was really excited, and I did loads of training, and I was really thrilled, and I felt I got my swimming hat came in the post, and I was like, oh, this is amazing. And then a few weeks before, the little voice in my head started to tell me, you can't do this, this is too much, you're going to come last. That's always my fear in these things. I'm going to be last, and my friend is going to finish ages before you, you're going to make a fool of yourself, blah, 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 all the kind of stories in my head. And for a few weeks I actually stopped training, which is so counterproductive, but because I couldn't see how I was going to be able to do it. But then I thought, well, I can't let her down. It's her birthday, and this is all she wants to do, and we've done all this training. So I got back on it again, and I did it, and I managed to do it, and I didn't come last, and she finished before me, but that was okay, and I actually quite enjoyed it. And so, similar to you, afterwards, as well as being exhausted, I had this real feeling of exhilaration that I had done something, first of all, that not many people have done, and secondly, I didn't think I could do. And even now, when I look back on it, I can't quite believe that I did, but it gives me that same feeling of challenging the story that I was telling myself, and challenging that really counterproductive sort of self-sabotage that was going on near the end. So when I catch myself doing that again, I can refer back to that story and say, well, it didn't help you, but you still managed to do it. So go on, get on with it.
That's awesome.